So the next determine is distributed determine. You have to be very attentive on distributed determine because most of the questions will come on distributed determine because all these the examples that I have mentioned here as a list, this has been given in your syllabi. Okay, so be very attentive on this topic because easily you can score 5 marks only studying distributive determine. So let's go into the detail of the distributive determinant. Distributive determinants are words that give information about the noun in a clause or a sentence. They may refer to a group or every individual in the group. Okay, so the list of the distributive determinants are some, any, no, none, many, little, few, a lot, plenty, all of, most of, all, every, whole, each, etc. See, distributive determinants, they refer to a group, for example, all student, okay, all of the people, or every individual in the sense, every student in the class is intelligent, okay, we are specifying individual here. So here, distributive determinants refers to a group or every individual in the group. So let's go with the examples. Examples for distributive determinants, that is, some students are absent to the class. Student is a noun, and before noun, we have used the word some, that is distributive determinant. Any questions from the topic can be asked in the exam. Any is a distributive determinant, and question is a noun. No classes have conducted on Saturday. Okay, Saturday there was college and no classes have conducted on Saturday. Class or classes is a noun and no is what distributive determinant. None of them wore mask in the class. See, none of them wore mask in the class. Next one. Many youngsters are unemployed. Many youngsters are unemployed. See, many is a distributive determinant. Youngsters are noun. A little of water is left in the jar. A little of water is left in the jar. Water is a noun and a little is it talks as a determinant. A little of water is left in the jar. Then the seventh one. A few students have scored less marks in English. A few students. Student is a noun, okay, and before the noun we have used a determinant, that is a distributive determinant, insisting that a few students have scored less marks in English. Next, a lot of, okay. I did a lot of study on my exam, okay. Study is a noun, okay. I did a lot of study on my exam. Then, there are plenty flowers in the garden. There are plenty flowers in the garden. Plenty is a sorry, flower is a noun, and before flower, the word plenty has been used. And in the 8th sentence that I did a lot of study on my exam. See, exam is a noun and study is a verb. Okay. So here before the what is that? The word noun exam. Okay, we have used the word a lot of. Okay, I did a lot of study on my exam. Then there are plenty flowers in the garden. All the students were auto-promoted during last exam. See, in the last exam, exactly, apparently, just a year ago, the college has been closed and you all had been enjoying uncertain vacations, okay, and still you are enjoying. So in the last time, there was no option of conducting the exam, so all of you were auto-promoted. So here the sentence is, all the students were auto-promoted during last exam. All of us attended the function. See, all of us attended the function. Us is a pronoun. Okay, so it's all of is a determiner. Most things are invisible in the dark. most is determined. Things are noun, okay, material noun. We don't know what exactly we are talking about. So it is a material noun, fine. So most things are invisible in the dark. And most of the documents were kept confidential. Most of the documents, document is a noun, most of, okay, it is determiner, distributed determiner. Most of the documents were kept confidential. Every citizen has equal right. Every is a determined. Citizen is noun. Okay. Every citizen has equal right. Whole nation has one soul. Okay. Whole nation, our soul, okay, is one. What is our soul? That is India. Okay. Whole nation has one soul. Nation is a noun, whole is determined. Each things were written clearly on instruction paper. See, usually when you go out or for any exam, there will be an instruction paper and each of the instructions will be written very clearly over the paper. So here each things means each rules, okay, each regulation, okay, all these are noun, okay, they have written, okay. So it was very clear over the instruction paper. Here you can see that is a lot, plenty, all of, most of, every, whole, each, everything have been used before the noun. So this is what distributive determine is.